Rainbow got another bunch of red-handed people in the forest, man, all kidnapping women, dude. They kicked me out right away.
There you go. Let's see here. There you go. Go ahead.
So in the event that the idea of a riotous Earth is released to the public, they would have to acknowledge more than 150 planets, nothing but stolen water, because there's nothing there to defend the idea that ground level is unnatural. For ground level to rise above the sea level on a water Earth, on the riotous Earth, is unnatural. That animals would come born on water Earth. Half of their consciousness would be human-like and floating heroically above the water. The other half of their body would appear like whatever it is, an eel or a merperson or a shark, a dolphin. And they would be swimming in physicality, while the conscious part would be the aurora, floating above the water level. And then the reason life wouldn't be welcome to form on the land, and land wouldn't be allowed to rise above the water level, is because the aurora is so sensitive of the other half of this fish, it would become attached to the land animals. The land creatures would wrongfully evolve into what we are today. We are an illegal evolved species beyond our time, basically. And regardless of what people in science discovered of free will, that's the way it is always going to be. Because this Earth is bigger than it's supposed to be, we're supposed to take a tiny stone, like even if it was just a clump of water with a hot gravitational core, and put a fish on it, teach a auroric counterpart of the fish to become conscious, human-like, and then push it off into deep space. That would give all of this Earth its own auroric freedom. We would then be allowed to tap whatever fields we wanted all the way in the event of our whole solar system. But the only reason that we've existed as long as we have is because we've already killed all those planets. Everything that would have came to stop us is no longer allowed. The best chance we got of being stopped as humans from illegal technological developments is asteroids hitting our Earth, and we've developed a way to stop them too. In California, I kidnapped a hummingbird using peanut butter, honey, and a case of Confucius root bark in a hummingbird feeder, and in a moment of its bitterness, I backed into my holographics, looked off into deep space, and an asteroid started coming directly at me. Huge fireball. But it was grabbed with whatever system was used to grab it, and it was sucked off before it hit the ground. Never even had a chance to hit the ground. How is science going to explain that to me without me having to force a company, a corporation, to go public with their illegal technological developments? And the reason that has to be illegal is because my natural ability to use that would be if I was on an Arias Earth, covered with nothing but water, and the land protruded past the water level, and life form.
They're about to kill the Wi-Fi. I already know they are, because they just got the password so they can go change it.
It's like, so the asteroid would be coming down to hit the piece of land to erode it back into the ocean. So a wave or whatever would just cover the rest up. It wouldn't be there for a doomsday. There would be no reason to have asteroids big enough to harm an entire planet, even anywhere near a planet. Or reason to me, I'm not half fish. I could drill a hole in the top of my head. I can expand and contract the sinus in the top of my cranium, and I could drill a hole right here in the top of my bone, and I could swim just like a dolphin with my mouth and nose closed and breathe straight here from the top of my head. No tubes at all.
There's no way.
But I've done it. Well,
There's no way.
I haven't done this hole yet, but
there's no way. There's no possible way that you could do that.
It'd be harmful, but it's scientifically possible.
I would venture to say that I am going to completely disagree with you.
I wouldn't do it willingly.
I'm going to disagree with you on that, sir.
All right. It's understandable. I understand why it's disagreeable. But how do you explain the blowholes? The entire cranium is equivalent in a dolphin and in a whale like ours.
I have no idea.
Almost like theirs was forced to grow and ours...
Theirs was because they're in the water. They have to breathe, and
They
they're
might just be holographic though.
forced by nature to accept the environments that they're in, and their body changes to adapt, overcome, and conquer the environments that they're in. Just like we do. Just like Asians, when their eyes are like that, when they're squinted, because the sun